name's Alexis and today I'm doing another playtime with lots of new products. I have Makeup Forever, I have Urban Decay, I have MAC, I have all kinds of stuff. So if you want to see how I did this look, along with some first impressions on some new products, then keep on watching. So I already primed because I wasn't using any different primers that I normally do. The first new thing I'm going to use, if I can find it, is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I got this in the 500 point perk from Sephora. It was a Makeup Forever set. So this comes with 4 shades, and the shade I'm going to use, because according to Sephora's Color IQ thing, this is the shade that'll match me exactly, and that's 127Y335. Why they had to name them like that, I have no idea, but that's the shade I'm going to use if I can get it out of the package. So that's this, cover these ones. This one right here, which actually looks pretty dark. Uh-oh. But that's the one they say I should use, so that's the one I'm going to use, I guess. So I'm just gonna apply it like I would any other foundation. So I'm gonna dot it on and then take my Sigma F80 and stipple so I can get the most coverage possible. I guess it's not too dark. It looks really dark compared to that lighter color that they have in that sampler thing. It blends out really easily, but so far I'm not seeing what's so HD about it. Because I know when this came out it was really like hyped up, but it just kind of looks like every other foundation I've ever used. Okay, so that's on. It looks really nice on camera, which I'm pretty sure is the point of this foundation. It didn't stick to my nose very well. And I built it up a little bit like where I needed it. I can still see some redness and some of my you can see that. You can see my hyperpigmentation still. So it's not like full coverage or anything. I have this big spot on my forehead or in my eyebrows I mean, that still looks pretty red, and I tried to build it up. I just didn't find that it built up very well. I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like it. We'll see how it wears, but I'm probably not going to try it ever again. So I'm going to do my concealer. I'm going to use my BareMinerals liquid bronzer, set my face, do my eyebrows, and then I'll be right back because all of that stuff is the same stuff I always use. Okay, so now that all that's on, again, it looks nice in the camera except for the fact that you can see my hyperpigmentation. And in real life, I just don't like how this looks. I do not like how this foundation looks now that I have my concealer and my powder and all that on, and my eyelashes are all over my face. I don't like it. It just doesn't look HD. It doesn't look smooth. It doesn't look anything. The little card thing that the samples came in said, advanced formulas look invisible on 4K camera and to the naked eye. I disagree. I don't like this. I don't like it. Anyways, what was that? What is this accent? Anyway, my throat made a noise. I'm moving on to my eyes. Let me zoom you in. So the first new thing I have, which actually really scares me because I am so afraid that this is going to crease on me, and that is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Ochre? Oh. I'm doing it again. I feel like I say ochre weird. Oh, it's probably just me. But anyways, I'm so afraid that this is going to crease on my eye. And I really hope it doesn't because I really want this to work. If I can open it. But I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid it's going to crease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger, trying not to flip you off here. I'm going to take my finger and like do like a little swipe and put it on my eye. I don't know if this was enough. Everything just creases on my eyes. And it looks really dry. I feel like the top layer of that was just really dry looking. Okay, picked up a little bit more that's more creamy. And it's just so freaking dry. Look, it's like clinging to my skin. Is it just because the top layer of the product was so dry? Oh my god, this looks awful. I know my eyeshadow, as soon as I put it on, is going to stick to that. Okay, I kind of just wiped it off and I'm going to try one more time. Nope, still looks kind of dry. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to do the other eye. I'm really disappointed. That looks so dry. I don't like this. I don't like this. I can't believe that. And I even got to like, can you see maybe? No? I like got to the creamy part, but it just looks so dry on my eyelids. Anyways, I'm just gonna move on. I'm really disappointed. Because now I'm afraid the eyeshadow I'm going to use is going to look really textured, and I'm going to use a new eyeshadow. This is the Makeup Forever. I got two of these. They're the same shade. I got one in my Sephora Play box and another one in that Makeup Forever set that I got the foundation in. And this is the Artist Shadow in the shade, where did it go? I-544. So it looks like this. And this is the only eyeshadow I'm going to use today. I'm going to do a one shadow kind of look. So I'm going to pick this up on my brush, tap it off, and put it all over my eye. And it looks like nothing. It doesn't look like anything. Okay, well, I thought this eyeshadow would be much darker, but it's not. So I'm putting this all over the lid and into the crease, because it's, like I said, the only eyeshadow I'm going to use. I can't believe, look at how dark this looks in the pan. Just gonna keep trying to build it up, I guess. Okay, so that's as much as I'm gonna bother building it up to. I can't believe how much darker. Do you see what I mean? Anyways, I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line also, and I'm using a new brush for this. And this is a MAC 219. It's just a pencil brush. So I'm going to try and pick up this eyeshadow that I'm just pushing all around my desk. And I'm just gonna work that into my brush and put it on the lower lash line. Came out a lot more pigmented with this denser brush. It's a more tightly packed brush. It's got eyeshadow all inside of my eyeball. Cool. Alright, so the 219 is the only new thing that I've used that I actually like so far. I need to add something. I'm going to use my Becca highlighter, and I'm going to highlight with this just to add a little bit more something besides just that one eyeshadow. So I know I said I was, technically I'm still using one eyeshadow because this is not an eyeshadow. This is a highlighter, but cheating. So I'm going to put that where I would normally highlight. Just add a little bit of something. Alright, looks a little better. So, for liner, I'm going to use another new product. This is the Sephora Contour Eye Pencil 12-Hour Wear. I got this in my Play box. And this is in the shade, I think it's 22, where, oh, I was close, 33. Love Affair, which can't talk, which is a shimmery pencil, not a matte pencil, but I'm gonna try and open it. There we go. But I'm gonna try and use this in my waterline. It has a really nice, like, plummy, purpley tone to it. It looks black on camera. So there it is. I guess you can kind of see that it's purple. So I'm gonna put this in my tight line and my waterline. Okay. Very pigmented on my hand. pretty much zero pigment in my waterline. I had to go over my waterline like 8 billion times, and it's still not as pigmented as it is on my hand. So there's that. This is not a good video for me. So I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna curl my lashes, and then dare I say I'm gonna use another new product. Okay, so I'm gonna use a new mascara. I got this in my Sephora Play box. This is the Urban Decay Perversion mascara, which is like a cult product, I guess is that the right phrase? I can't get it out. So I really don't know much about this. I know a lot of people use it, but I've never tried it myself, and I literally cannot get it out of the package. Oops, there we go. I've never tried it, so we'll see. Bigger, blacker, badder. Okay, so we'll see what happens. You guys know that I absolutely love my Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof. Thank you, Candy Johnson. So let's see. I like the wand. The wand's nice. Let's see what happens when I actually try and put it on though. So that's on, and they definitely look really separated, which I love. And they look long, but it doesn't give me the same like kapow that my Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof does. So I would use this for like daytime if I was doing like a really like simple natural look, because this isn't like thickening or volumizing in my opinion. It's just separating, and which there's nothing wrong with that. I like that. But because I don't wear false lashes, I want more out of a mascara, and this just isn't giving me quite enough. But it is really nice. I do really like it. So I'm going to contour, put on some blush, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the blush I used was Justify My Love. I didn't use Baby Love for once, to tie in with the eyes a little bit, because the eye shadow it has like a purple to it, so I used purple. Next I'm going to use my Becca highlighter, which I've used before, so this isn't really like a playtime with this or a first impression, but I will tell you what I think of it. So it definitely has a bit more punch to it than my NYX Illuminator, but somehow I expected more from it, and I think that's because when I see other YouTubers use it, they're using a much denser brush. They don't use a fan brush like I do. They use a more tapered face brush. So they get what's the word I'm looking for? They get they basically just put more product. It's more product at once with that kind of brush. So that's kind of what I expected when I first used this. This is a gorgeous color. Like I said, more punch than my look at that, than my NYX Illuminator. So I definitely still really love it, but just know that the brush you use with this will definitely change your application, like just how much punch it has. But I do really like this. So look at how glowy that is. I'm never this glowy. So there's that. For lips, I'm going to use another Makeup Forever product from that Point Perk set thing that I got. This is the Artist Rogue lipstick in the shade M401. They also had a plexiglass in there, which I remember when I was first looking for lip glosses, when I finally decided to get the Urban Decay glosses, I swatched one of the plexiglosses on my hand, and I just didn't like the texture of it, but we'll have to try again. So this is a red. So not that I need any more red lipsticks, but we'll see what happens. So there's that. It's really creamy. Very creamy. Really comfortable. And it is matte. So I would say it looks like my YSL lipstick. Let me show you. Here's the Makeup Forever swatch, and here's the YSL swatch. You can see they're like the same color, but you can't tell on my hand, but I can see in real life the YSL shade is shiny. It has like a gloss to it. I don't know how else to describe it other than that, because it's oh, see, you can see it kind of catching the light, whereas this is matte. So if you like the color of this but wanted a matte, this is definitely a great dupe, or the other way around. So I really like it. It's really comfortable. It's a comfy matte. It's not like a matte that's gonna suck the life out of your lips. I really like this. I love how comfortable this is. So the very last thing I'm going to use, this is the Boscia White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Setting Spray. I'm just going to spray my face with this. Ugh, I'm having a hard time opening stuff today. I'm just going to spray my face with this and see what happens. Okay, so I sprayed that. It smelled really nice. It was really like fresh and clean. No caffeine. It says on the back of the bottle that it minimizes pores. I don't know if I would agree with that, but then again, I do use a pore minimizing primer, so it's not really something I'm worried about by the time I get to my setting spray. But it says it mattifies, but it didn't like take away the glow of my highlight, which is good if that's something you're worried about, if you want matte skin but still want to see your highlight from space or something. So that's good, but I can't tell you if it actually helps with the longevity of my makeup since I just put it on, so I may have to update you on that at another time, but it looks fine. So to recap, I didn't really like anything. This was definitely like a Playtime fail. My hair like dried in the bobby pin that I had in, so now my hair looks funny. Anyways, I didn't really like anything. The things that I did like, since it's a shorter list, the MAC 219, the Makeup Forever lipstick, so far so good with this Boscia setting spray. Oh, and the Perversion mascara. I really liked these. These were great. These, from what I've used today, I would definitely say like try these out. Everything else I was just kind of very meh about. It did not meet my expectations at all whatsoever. The foundation, I don't really like the way it looks on my skin. Doesn't have the full kind of coverage that I thought it would have. I don't know, I'm just disappointed with it. It's not what I expected. And I feel like it looks like I'm wearing makeup. Like, it kind of exaggerated any kind of texture that I had. So that I didn't like very much. The paint pot, I didn't really like. It looked so dry. I mean, with my eyeshadow on top of it, it looks fine. Is that creasing? Is that creasing? I'll have to update you on if that's creasing or not. The liner, good swatch on my hand, not so much in the waterline. Maybe they're just not meant for the waterline. I don't know. So, tried a lot of stuff today and a lot of it was very hit and miss. So what I'm going to do is come back in a few hours. What time is it now? It is currently 12:37. I have a Snapchat from Bridget. 12:37. I'll come back in a few hours. I'll let you know how the foundation is. If it's like melting off or anything, or if it just continues to look worse. I don't know. Like right now I could definitely go out into the world like this, but it doesn't look as good as like my Tarte foundation does. And I don't know, I think I just expected too much from it. Maybe that was just me. But I will definitely come back and let you know if my eyeshadow creased, how my foundation looks, all that fun stuff. I'm going to do my last update now, even though it hasn't, I think it's been like 5 hours that I've had this on or something. I'm losing light. It looks like it's going to rain. I need to do this now. So, face still looks really good on camera. Does not look good in real life. However, I will say that I'm not oily yet. And at 5 hours not being oily is really, really good. Like, I'm highlighty, but I'm not oily. I don't need to blot or anything. So it has that going for it, but really that's about it. Also, my eyeshadow hasn't creased, which is also really good because I was really worried about that paint pot. But so far, so good. After 5 hours, I would say that the paint pot passes. This lipstick held up through me eating a corn dog. So the lipstick passes. The foundation just didn't pass to begin with, so I would not recommend the foundation. Also, I would definitely say to try out the, sorry if you see my hand, I went to Sephora. I would recommend trying out the Boscia setting spray. I don't know if this has anything to do with why I don't need to blot yet, but I like it. It's good, so thank you for watching.